gold mines, roads, water plants, companies, proprietary, media. I mean, all the commodities, all the staples, all the basics. Armaments companies, endless grants, company grants to federalize police and militarize them and train them and just get it all ready. Endless money, a tsunami of false money. Then it hits, and then we, the taxpayers, are meant to pay that off, and you won't just pay the taxes, you're going to be hit with the dollar devaluation now, down to almost nothing. This is just the beginning. And then the dollar devaluation will come in country last. But it will be the worst once you feel it. We will be like Mexico when this is over. Remember the joke about pesos, rubles in Russia? This is a raping. Then they'll bring in strong men, oligarchs. The media will praise them. They'll turn the economy back on. See, Bush says he wants to help the economy, but he's running nothing. That's just meant to make you politically think he's doing something while they go out and badmouth the dollar, while they go out and cut interest rates that drives down the dollar, while they send all the former Fed chiefs over to the Arabs, the Asians, the Latin Americans, and tell them to dump their dollars. Cheney publicly dumped millions, all of his dollars, $2 million a year and a half ago, and made a public thing about it. Because now they've got to fully burn down the business. They're going to blow out banks, consolidate, have things implode, then have the larger banks, quote, bailed out by the Federal Reserve, then you pay the taxes to bail that out, and then again you pay in dollar devaluation. Meanwhile, all the private shareholders, I saw Silverstein, Bush, all of them, a couple years ago, getting out of Carlyle. I'd see blips. I saw them getting out of Enron before it went. I was talking about Enron before it went down. Because you could see them. They move out of it, then they leave you holding the bag. It's a big joke. They'll send a few CEOs to jail. They know what they're doing. Now, in the IMF documents, they talk about once they implode a nation, at the first level of implosion, then they order the governments and the private companies to shut water, shut fuel off. Forget prices just being $10 a gallon. What about not having it? And they say that's called the IMF riot. That then precipitates rioting, which this British newspaper is calling for rioting. Very interesting. People riot. I am not, by the way. People, when it gets bad, people riot. Then the total currency implodes. Everything falls apart. The globalists come in with police state in the name of restoring order. Then they buy everything up for not even pennies, like they're buying Bear Stearns right now. And then you become a third world nation by design, and the elites are on the hill, and you're down here, and you don't have education, money, nothing to fight them. The corruption's in place. The vertical integration is now in. And this is all stated, all planned, all done. Argentina, Brazil to drop U.S. dollar in bilateral commercial transactions. The dollar is no longer the world reserve currency. They're all leaving it. Here is Reuters. This is how dumb they think you are. They talk about New World Order everywhere, every day, call for world government, but then if you say you're against it, they laugh and say you're insane, it doesn't exist. And then we even argue with them and say, but you said it exists. It's a way of changing the subject or making it a debate about does this exist, instead of what do we do about this? And then you never get past the question. And they have whole handbooks, Delphi technique training that they send every major government person and even locals to, how to lie to you, how to change the subject. It's incredible. It's just a criminal class feeding on you. And okay, I'm sorry, I got to move really fast now. Foreign investors veto Fed rescue. Oh, the foreigners, they're not helping save the dollar. Oh, too bad. Meanwhile, our government's over there telling them don't save it. But see, they got to tell you, oh, we tried to give you a life raft. Well, they poke holes in their life raft with an ice pick. Gulf states leaving the dollar. Gold hits $1,030 an ounce. Wall Street fears the next Great Depression. And I told you, by the time they start announcing this, we're in deep trouble. The U.S. is no longer number one. We're number two because the dollar's fallen. All we were was the dollar. We weren't manufacturing. We weren't jobs. That was all tax incentives to leave by the same globalist. Now all we have is that fiat currency, and the bankers said, got you right where we want you. You think they were federalizing police and getting riot police and microwave guns and building FEMA camps for Al-Qaeda, you fools? It was for you. It was for me. Don't you understand that? They get you going along with the police state because it's for the guys that blew up the towers. Wink, wink. Oh, it's to keep you safe from the boogeyman. But it's all engineered for you. It's all made for you. They spy on you. They control you. It's called treason. It's all foreign owned. It's all foreign run. They got their people in every position of power. And only exposure can stop them. Only exposure can stop them. Only getting past your left-right paradigm and growing up can stop them. J.P. Morgan agrees to Bear Stearns for $2 a share, down from $160 a share at its high. Why? Because it was so leveraged and just made up money, but given to him by the Federal Reserve. And who has to back that up? Us. We do. Carlyle Capital bankrupt. The Bushes just walked away. And they're leaving. It was AAA rated mortgage-backed securities. But again, that's what they're blaming it on. That's only one sector. The credit cards are coming due. It's all coming due. 80% of people were agrarian, living on farms in the Great Depression. Now 90% live in the city. Of the 10% that live on the country, less than 5% are self-sufficient. Government's going to take care of you. Don't worry, though. They're going to be thanked. Oh, Bush did it all, and he left office, and Hillary or Obama or McCain, whoever gets in, you saved us, and the government did it. Oh, yeah. Lehman shares hit a domino. Speculation grows. Goldman Sachs sees explosive commodities. Again, on and 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 on. This is the real news. This is what's happening. Meanwhile, AP jet fighter cost to hit $1 trillion. You know why those numbers are so big? You'll hear about one condominium in Las Vegas costing $3.4 billion. It's because these are all in bank numbers with the dollar already devalued by 90+%. But you buying your baubles and trinkets and SUVs, and you don't understand that yet. You see. Blair wants climate change revolution. BBC. New proposals to fight global warming would end civilization, kill billions. They say they want zero carbon emissions from humans. We exhale carbon dioxide. Plants breathe it. Again, they make a good gas a toxic waste, then make all the other toxic waste, genetic engineering, all of it totally legal, open air, wild. These people are psychopathic demons. They're nihilistic, suicidal nihilists, in the words of some of the top futurists. That's why you got to see Endgame, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of time. I didn't get to what's happening in Tibet, those disarmed people fighting 50-plus years of oppression as they're arrested and killed and shot in the street for wanting freedom. And our government used to say China was bad. Now that's good, see, because now our government's pure evil. And we're out of time. God bless you all. Thank you for watching us here locally in Austin. And, of course, we'll see you at prisonplanet.tv. Thank you for everything. Remember, the human spirit can always resist. The human spirit can always stand up. The human spirit can always thrive if you recognize the true threats. But you've been engineered to be petty, mindless, only think about yourself, to not know what's going on, to be ignorant. You better reverse that. You better wake up. We'll see you at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. God bless you.